hopefully that will help keep you from hearing the cat munching on cat food. Normally it's the dogs. Hello and good morning. Good morning, friends. If you are new here, my name is Sandra Waldrop. You are watching Kingdom Acres, and this is my segment on Craft Around the Clock. Today is a super fun day on Craft Around the Clock. It is Fun Friday. We are doing a themed day of flannel and wood. Okay, so I've got my flannel shirt on, and I am more than happy to dress up as if it's Christmas. I'm ready to put my tree up. I'm ready. Good morning, Miss Stacy. Good morning. As you come in, please tell me hello. If you are seeing the red box that says live in the upper left-hand corner, then I am live on Facebook. If you are watching me on YouTube, or that box is gray, that means I'm no longer live on Facebook. So, but I would still love if you would comment, let me know that you're watching. You can give a hashtag replay or just say hello and let me know where you're watching from. I always love to see the comments. Good morning, Miss Darla. How are you? Happy Friday. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. It's been a while since I've been able to do a Fun Friday. Good morning, Miss Tracy. So I am super excited about this. I was able to pull out my flannel shirt from the back of the closet. I am ready to go. I almost put on my Christmas earrings, but I thought I will give it a few more weeks. I did wear a Christmas shirt yesterday, though. I did. So anyways, I have a super fun project planned, and it's something that that I think y'all will like too. So what I have here is a little shadow box, and I actually got this from like our SPCA thrift store. Locally, we have a thrift store that's dedicated just to like funding our local SPCA and funding spaying and neutering cats and dogs in our area. So I love shopping there because I get to find some really cool stuff, and I'm helping the community at the same time. So I'm so happy about that. But I found this over there, and it had a project in it. It had like seashells and stuff. And I don't really do like the whole ocean theme in my home, even though I do live kind of close to the Gulf. I tend to kind of steer more towards the primitive, vintagey, farmhousey look, a little bit of rustic. So I really love this shadow box. I mean, I just love how it's done. But I had to get rid of those seashells because it's just not me. It's just not me. So I'm just trying to get this back open. I've already had it open once this morning, but it likes to kind of stick in there. So the back that's in there just looks like this. So that means it doesn't matter what side I use. So that means I could use both sides, right? So we are going to be making a reversible holiday shadow box. Oh, thanks, Darla. So we're going to do Thanksgiving on one side and Christmas on the other. And I just went on the internet and I printed out a couple of images off of Google Images, right? I have my turkey for Thanksgiving and my nativity for Christmas. I love to do an emphasis on Jesus for all seasons because I can celebrate Jesus's birth every single day of the year. That's not a problem for me. But I love to put an emphasis on Jesus during Christmas time, especially. Oh, good morning, Miss Jackie, Irma, hello, Miss Brenda, Cynthia, Mary, and Sherry. Good morning, Miss Mary from Ocean Breeze and me. So, Michelle, good morning. Anita. So I'm just going to get to cutting out these things. Oh, good morning, Miss Sheila. How are you, Miss Patty? Wow. Hey, Pat. How's it going? I'm so happy y'all are here with me. So again, I don't have a Cricut. I'm just going to kind of go around this as quickly as I can, but also as carefully as I can with my scissors. With my daughter's scissors, because somebody took off with my scissors. I'm not naming any names, but I believe she's about 10 years old and has blonde hair. She's usually the culprit of the disappearing scissors. When it comes to disappearing scissors, she is the one you want to talk to. Oh, I remember where I left it. Oh, no, it wasn't there. Okay, I think they're over here. Now I remember. They're over here. Usually about the third or fourth place she remembers is where they actually got left. So, but she likes treasure hunts, so that's fine with me. I'm missing people. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Kefany. Miss Mary. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Glad y'all are here. It is a fantastic day. I don't know if y'all can tell I look a little different. I did get my new glasses, so I am pretty excited about that. I got them yesterday, and so yesterday was my not feeling so great day. When you change out glasses and you get your new prescription and all that stuff, even though my vision didn't change all that much, I still ended up not feeling the best after wearing them for about half the day. So, but that's okay. I feel like I'm adapted now, so I should be okay. And now, but so I came home feeling all great about my glasses, and my 19-year-old daughter comes out and she's like, "You look like a Karen." And I was like, oh my gosh. So the glasses before my last pair, the ones that I was just wearing yesterday, the glasses that I owned before that were this exact like style of frame, the black plastic frame, the same basic like shape and everything. She didn't ever tell me that then, but I tell you, okay, that was 5-6 years ago that I was wearing these glasses, and so she wouldn't have dared told me that because she was only like 13, right? She wouldn't have told me that, but now she's an adult. She thinks she can get all mouthy. She didn't mean it. I was like, I thought they looked pretty. And she was like, well, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, you just called me a Karen. She was like, no. She was like, you just look like really, I don't know, like intense. I was like, The glasses before that were the like little square looking glasses, the little tiny Sarah Palin glasses that everybody wore. And I really liked those. They looked so sweet and feminine, but they don't really make them all that much anymore. I'm sure I could order them, but I'm just not that invested in a style. Like I just want to be able to see and not get pulled over for driving erratically because I can't see. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. So anyways, that's the story there. My husband said that I looked like Velma off of Scooby-Doo, which was not much more of a compliment than my daughter, but so he heard that. I was like, y'all are not being very encouraging. Jeez Louise. Can't somebody just, not somebody, but can't my family just tell me encouraging things? Oh, you look great. You know? oh, you got new glasses. That's all you have to say. Like, that's all they have to say. So, anyways, my son saw them and he said nothing. And I was like, hey, check out my glasses. He's like, yeah, I saw. I was like, okay. And that was good. That was good. Oh, my people. But you know, my family is very loving, typically. Just, they were having an off day yesterday. They forgot how to be encouraging, I guess. Like, especially when it comes to like holidays and stuff, they always make sure and spoil me and make me feel special. I can't complain too much. I can't complain too much, but I can complain somewhat just because I'm not a suffer in silence kind of person. I'm a suffer loudly kind of person. And so, anyways, after this, I get to run out of the door. I'm having all the old things, okay? Today I get to run out after this and go to the doctor, get blood work and all that stuff. So, that should be fun. So much fun. All the things you have to do when your body starts telling you something is weird. Okay. I'm not going to go crazy over that little white spot. I'm just going to coffee grunge it. Like, we don't have to get all wild with, that's okay. I was going to coffee grunge the nativity anyways, okay? I'll just use this little piece of cheesecloth, and I'll just spread it around and go ahead and pre-coffee grunge my nativity, and then I'll just go over this guy and bing, bing, boom. It's less noticeable. I can even give it a little bit of extra, and I'll just let that stuff sit and dry while I move on to my next part, okay? What is going on? I'm not really sure. Oh, okay. So, put this away. Okay, so we have the wood portion, right? My little wooden frame here for the shadow box. I like the wood color. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to just leave it. I'm not going to paint it or anything. I like it as is. But I did bring to the table some Christmas color flannel. So I'm just trying to think. Well, actually, this would be for the Christmas side. I haven't cut out the Christmas side yet. Let's do the Thanksgiving side first. Let's do that side first. I've got the brown. Okay, but y'all be thinking about what I'm going to use, the red or the green for Christmas, okay? Because I'm kind of wanting, I don't know what I want. Good morning, friends. Good morning, all my friends. Rose Johnson's. Good. You lost. Yes, when you lose weight and they're like, are you okay? Are you sick? No. Like, how hard is it to just be encouraging? Yeah, it's always fun when people like just say things, and you know that they're not like bad people, right? Like, but people just say things. They just say it, and then I know I've been guilty of it in the past also. I have been guilty of saying things without really thinking before I speak. I do that on occasion. On occasion. I went to a 4-H meeting, and it was like the parent meeting, and I said something about 4-H being a cult, listen, I don't actually think it's like a cult. Like nobody's like throwing virgins into volcanoes, right? But it's very time consuming. It's very like it consumes your entire life. So some of the moms got it and other moms were like, I always come from the standpoint that everybody thinks like I do, right? And so, and the thing is that like when other people say stuff, I look at the person's character, and judging by their character, I know what they mean, right? If they are normally a mean and rude person, then I'm like, oh, she was trying to be rude. But if they're normally an encouraging person, then I assume that they were well-meaning and it just came out wrong. So a lot of those moms don't really know me all that well. We only see each other like once a month, or, you know, maybe a couple of times a month if there's like an event or something. So you just kind of have to take all that with a grain of salt. It's, you know, show some grace, even if you feel like they misunderstood you. Yeah, they did misunderstand you because they don't really know you. So, oopsies. So I try to watch what I say, but it doesn't always work. So I'm just going to Mod Podge this on here. If I feel like I need a little bit more something, I can tack down things with hot glue, but I want this to fit well in the frame. So I don't want to add too much bulk, although it has a lot of wiggle room. So I should be okay. Should be okay. You never know what's going to happen when you're live, though. Okay. Just going to kind of smush that on there. Very technical term. Let's do the smushing. Smush, smush, smush. So I love shadow boxes. I think that they are so cute. And then, like, once you get all your stuff in there, you know, you can do like little twinkle lights, the little fairy lights. Good morning, Doodle Denise Designs. Miss Denise, how are you? Miss Marsha, good morning. I don't think I saw you come in. Hello, how are you? If I didn't see you come in, I'm so sorry. The cutting situation, I have to make sure that I'm looking at that so I don't cut my fingers, because y'all already know I will. Just judging by the whole hot glue situation. just going off of that. Y'all know my character based off of that. There is potential. There is potential. And my daughter, who cut her finger with the mandolin that day, she gets it from somewhere. Okay, she gets that from somewhere. Good morning, Miss Jackie. How are you? How are you? I need to message you. We were talking about doing some things. So I got my turkey. I'm drying this, and then we're just going to iron on the turkey so it doesn't get all wrinkly. What happened to Miss Denise? Did I miss something? Well, she needs prayers. I'm praying for you, Miss Denise. Hello, Andrew. Welcome. Andrew Miller. Hello, hello. All right. Feels like it's drying pretty good. Pretty good. Let's get those strings up. I accidentally glued them down. Uh-oh. Come off of there. I don't want that under my turkey. Okay, there we go. So that's how that's looking right now. Okay, I've got a little bit on the edge. I can just tack it down with hot glue or even just leave it, because when I push it into the frame, it's not going to go anywhere. You're feeling bad, Miss Denise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is no fun. No fun whatsoever. Okay, I've got my little dude here. Let's see. Just kind of want to give it a look-see here and see. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. Okay, it wasn't ironed on yet. I just wanted to see how it was going to look. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little piece of parchment right here, put it over. Okay. Oh, that's great. The little cord just came unplugged, but it's still hot, thankfully. It shouldn't take much heat to get it down. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay. With these little irons, you have to kind of apply more pressure, and you really want to give them a good head start on heating up, because they do not heat up very, very fast, but they do a pretty decent job. Okay. Let's see here. That's how it's looking. Let me turn that off there. Okay. That's how that's looking right there. I'm gonna give this just a little bit more cinnamon because that white is still too bright for me. So I'm gonna go over this with a light brush of Mod Podge just around the base of my turkey, and just kind of give them a little. Now, if I had like a cutter thing, we definitely wouldn't have to do anything like this, but even still, it's not the end of the world, and it looks cute like that too. It looks cute like that too. It just brings it down a little bit. So that's one side. Okay. So we'll have our Thanksgiving turkey on one side, and you can throw little things in here, little doodads, little tiny pumpkins or whatever. Try to get the fullness of the light here. I don't have a flashlight. Hope y'all are seeing that without much glare. This would be cute on a little display as a shelf sitter, or on a vignette, a tiered tray, or even just hanging on the wall. Excuse me. So let me pull it back out and we will do Christmas. Did y'all think about red or green for Christmas? I'm gonna need some help on that. Give me a thumbs up for green and a heart for red. Let's see, here's the green, here's the red. Thumbs up for green and a heart for red. Is that what I said? Thumbs up for green. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs. A lot of thumbs. Thank you, Miss Cynthia. Miss Kelly, good morning. How are you? Oh, okay, we're getting some hearts now too. Okay. Oh, lots of hearts happening, lots of hearts. All right. So, the hearts have it. The hearts have it. Okay. We will go with the red. And I brought just enough out to do my little square here on the red. Okay. Red it is. I had brought out like an actual wooden nativity that I got from Hobby Lobby. Isn't that so cute? But it won't fit in. It won't fit in there. It's too wide. So I was greatly disappointed by that. But I will find another something to use it with. Ooh, let me show y'all real quick. Real quick. Let me show you guys this new cake plate I got. It is definitely not new at all. But I purchased it. I purchased it from a friend. Sorry, talking from the back of my head. I purchased it from a friend, and look at this. So pretty. So pretty. It is a vintage Fostoria, I think she said, cake plate. And if you shine like the black light on it, it shines a little green. It does not have uranium. It has manganese, I think she said, in it. So that's how you can tell it's like super duper old or something. But I like, even if it was new from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or whatever, I would still want it because gosh golly, it is gorgeous. So pretty. So pretty. So I just had to show that to y'all. Put this back on here. I'm balancing my little gosh golly, spools. One of them on a faux mini bundt cake to give it the height. Oh, okay. Let's see. Now let me just cut around here and we will get this moving to get the Christmas side done. And if we have time, I do have one more project that we can do that is wood, but not necessarily flannel, but it's a wood project. So I'm just so excited for Christmas. I know that my husband doesn't necessarily enjoy Christmas because it's mostly just a season of stress for him. Because then he really starts, you know, worrying about finances and all the things. And I'm just like, well, we have to buy a year's supply of hot chocolate or whatever. And he's like, do we really? Like, yes. Yes, we do. He's so patient with me. He's just like, well, if you say that's what we need, then that's what we need. He's such a sweet husband. All right. So I got that going. That one's a little bit better on the size. But even though I made this one a little bit short, it doesn't matter because the edges that are showing, it doesn't show in there because of the frame. So I like these kind of projects. Hello, Miss Amanda. I like these kind of projects that kind of take up for any mistakes that I may make. It's really the kind of stuff I need in my life, right? Because the stuff I make is never perfect, and I'm okay with that, but it's really nice when I can hide those imperfections. So I'm just gonna go along this side, try to help that edge stay down, just for longevity purposes, since I am going to be flipping this little back and forth, depending on the season, right? So I will display my turkey until the end of October, because November 1st starts Christmas season, hands down, in this house. I might keep a few pumpkins around, but my tree is going up November 1st at the latest. At the latest. I was talking to some friends yesterday, and I I told them, you know what? I really want to invent Jollyween, okay? And they were like, Jollyween, what is that? And then they were like, oh, Jollyween. Yes, it's like Halloween, but you just celebrate a pre-Christmas Christmas. Good morning, Jenny. Oh my gosh, I miss you so much. I love you. Miss Karen. Oh my goodness. Yes, the AC is on, but it doesn't matter because the light that I use just cooks me. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing a tank top. I still end up a little moist. All right, this is why I wear my husband's deodorant. The ladies' deodorant just doesn't do it. I gotta put on my husband's good stuff. The good stuff. All right. And again, even if the red shows over a little bit onto the turkey side, not a big deal because it will be covered by that frame. So no big deal. And any little wings sticking off, we can just trim. Give it a little trim there and a trim there. And how are we doing on time? Doing fantastical on time. Okay, let's see. Okay. Got my squares all square-ish. Maybe not exactly straight, but straight enough. Straight enough. Okay, then I'm going to go over the top again with that Mod Podge. Okay, yeah, I'll go over the top with that Mod Podge, and then I will cut out my nativity while the Mod Podge dries. That'll save us on time a little bit. Time-saving tip. That way I'm not spending time using my blow dryer. And I can get my little image. I'll cut out. All right. So that's good. It's good. It's still a little wet, but I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll likely dry pretty well whenever I iron it on. Okay. I tried to look for the simplest nativity silhouette image because since I'm cutting this out, I needed something simple that I didn't have to like get out the razor blade and be all crazy. Oh, thank you, Miss Karen. Thank you. I need you to talk to my family and tell them that. Just kidding. I was just telling the story about how my daughter and my husband reacted to my glasses. No, when I initially called him, I put him on FaceTime at work, and he said he liked them. But later on, when I wasn't feeling good, he was like, you know, you kind of look like Velma. And I was like, It probably wouldn't have bothered me so much if my daughter hadn't cut me to the core, telling me I look like a Karen. But I do know her character, and she's not a person who tries to hurt people. So, like, she's a very kind person, like, without a doubt. She's encouraging. When she was in high school, and she would go to, you know, the homeschool dances and stuff, she would always look for the girls who looked like they were not having a good time and ask them to dance with her, you know, and then she would dance around. But it was always like after like a rodeo or something that these dances would be scheduled. So we would literally change her at the arena from her uniform into her dress, her prom dress or whatever. And I'd be like wiping her down with wet paper towels in that bathroom because it's Texas and it's hot, and one of the times she came off her horse, her saddle broke while she was loping in a circle. And so the fender on the saddle broke, and it was, if you don't know what a fender is, it's like the hangy part that attaches the stirrup to the rest of the saddle. So that part just like tore off the saddle. So when their run was done, I just took her in the bathroom and got as much of the dirt off as I could. And then we curled her hair. Thankfully, most vehicles have plugs now for things that take like a regular outlet plug. They have them in the car. So we just like plugged in the curling iron in the car, and I sat in the back seat with her and I curled her hair on the way to the school where the dance was taking place. And of course she was exhausted, so we stopped and got her Starbucks on the way. And she's not a person that does like fantastic with caffeine. So she just was talking and talking and talking. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe it's the caffeine. She's like talking to this girl, and she could tell that the girl was getting really annoyed with her, but she could not stop herself. I was like, this is me when I get nervous. I not only talk a mile a minute, I get louder and louder the more nervous I get. My poor daughters, they inherited so many fun things from me. The one with her accident proneness, and then the other with her quirky social things. These poor girls. Okay, I do need to blow dry this. No, but I got that all cut out. It wasn't too bad cutting it out, right? Not too bad. I probably could have found an even simpler one, but I decided at the last minute that this was going to be two-sided. So I really like to do the double-sided stuff, right? Like I did my little Christmas marshmallow deal. I'll show you that here in a second if you guys missed that video. It's like a little, oh goodness gracious. So I want to say I did this back in like June or July. It's Christmas marshmallows on one side, okay? And then it's the campfire marshmallows on the other. And this is just that like flower pot from Dollar Tree. I actually made this image. So if you want this Christmas image for Christmas marshmallows, let me know. I just ask that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Kingdom Acres Homestead with Sandra Waldrop. And just shoot me a message. Let me know you subscribed and you would like that image. And I will be more than happy to send it on over free of charge for your crafting pleasures. Thanks, Miss Cynthia. You want the image? Okay, I'll send it to you, Jenny. I will send it to you. Oh gosh, that thing fell off again. I'm gonna have to like glue it on there or something. I don't know. I don't know how you get them things to stay on there. Aw, thanks, Miss Karen. Yes, I had so much fun with it. And I even made the marshmallows on that one reversible. So they are roasted marshmallows on one side when I have the campfire part displayed, and then they're chocolatey marshmallows on the other side during Christmas. So that was such a fun craft. I had a ton of fun with that one. Okay. That seems like it's on there pretty good. Okay, and that's just parchment paper that I use to go over that to protect my iron from the Mod Podge. Because once you heat up the Mod Podge, it reactivates the dry, Mod Podge. So, anyways, there's that. I know it looks still a little cloudy up top, but that'll dry. So we'll have that for Christmas. And then this for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go and get some fairy lights today to go in there with it. And I'm just gonna add a few little fun things in there, like my rusty bells that I just made from Dollar Tree. And yeah, I've got all my rusty bells here. My rusty bells. And then on the turkey side, you know, we can put in, I've got like these little greenery things, and just like stick those in there just to add some interest, you know. Looks like a little wild turkey going through the woods. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I've got 5 minutes. I can start this other craft maybe. Maybe I shouldn't. I keep doing this where I like start a craft and then I have to finish it in the next video. I'll tell you about this craft. Okay, so what I'm thinking for this, I bought this months ago. I don't know if Dollar Tree still has these stars, but I saw it around 4th of July and I was like, that would be perfect for Christmas time, right? So I will be doing this next. I only have 5 minutes though, and that's not enough time. I'm planning on painting it and possibly putting a fabric backing on it maybe. I'm not really sure, but that is what I'm planning on doing. I also really want to get my Thanksgiving vignette going. So I can tell you, hold on, let me get this in there real good. I've got those little hooks that keep that in there. Okay, so that guy, well, I'm gonna have to go back in there and fix that. Okay, so I've got my basket here. Okay, and I've just put some raffia, some Spanish moss, some old silverware in here, okay? And we're just going to put this in there. I've got my little, look at that. Isn't that adorable? I bought this on Amazon so long ago, and it was funny. I paid probably more than it's worth. It was like $20, and I thought it was going to be just like a cheapy kind of full-size one, and it arrived and it was this size, and I was like, well, I'm going to return it. And then I forgot about it, and I was like, well, it's really cute and I like it, so I'm just going to keep it. I'll just keep it. So there's that. But let me see here. I kind of want to let me take out the raffia and all that and put in my fabric here. I like it when things kind of hang over the side, right? It gives it some bump. I also have not what's in the Dollar Tree bag. I also have a Dollar Tree bag, and I'm just going to stick this under the fabric to give it some meat under there, right? You can use Dollar Tree bag, you can crumple up some parchment, stick it under there, just whatever you've got. Even like a floral foam block, if you have one of those, you could put it under there to give it some meat under it. Let's see. Okay. So, because I really want people to be able to see what I've got going on in my little basket, right? So I'm going to stick this down in there. And these in here like this. Reminds me of Sebastian. You have to pucker your lips like this. So, got these. Let's see what else we can put in there. I've got a little cornmeal jar that I did that I can kind of stick back in here. Let me move these to the front, back to the front, y'all. All right, there's that. Cornmeal is definitely a Thanksgiving thing. I've got a pie here that I can stick in here. A little pine cone that I can just stick in there. You see, I've got my little mini pan. And I don't know if I like that. Maybe up more like this. Yeah. And just kind of arranging things. And it looks like a sweet little picnic basket, right? Just something cute that looks a little festive, but also a little vintagey, a little, I don't know, like you're fixing to go somewhere. Like you're going to have a fun time with somebody that you love. And I don't know, I like these little situations that kind of tell a story without telling a story. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Karen. All right, well, it is 9 o'clock, so I gotta run, but y'all have a fantastic day. Make sure you go back into Craft Around the Clock and check out the other presenters doing their flannel and wood crafts today. Y'all take care, and thank you for making a homemade home with me today. I will see y'all next week. Bye.